Merry Christmas, Digi friends! Today we are talking about Christmas ideas for your church, for your faith community in 2021. And Michelle and I are going to go back and forth sharing some ideas we've come up with, we've researched, we've thought of, and I don't really know what she's going to throw at me, so it'll be fun. Look what I'm going to throw at her. My doggy background.
Puppy.
I love me some puppies.
Fading into the background here for some silly reason.
Fading into some Christmas lights or something going on.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, ready to kick it off?
Let's do it.
This one is something that's probably applicable to like any holiday, but I think it's going to be good for Christmas especially. So, poll people. Okay? Before you decide when you're doing what, poll people about what when their availability would be, or like what they would attend type of thing. So you know where their interest is before you just like go rogue planning everything. And you can do this digitally. So like we've talked about Google Forms a lot. We've talked about Instagram Stories has a poll feature you can use.
Yeah.
Another thing that I've seen people do in our like neighborhood group, and like most people have like a next door group or some kind of local community. It's like, you know, ask in there about like availability, if people would be interested in, when they would be most interested in. See, the thing is, like, you might not know there's a football game going on the night that you're planning your big event, and then you just are sad because people don't come.
Yeah. Assume people are going to be there when they're not.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, cut out those people that would go if they could go, but they can't go because you didn't ask them, and give them a little bit of buy-in. Maybe they'd be more interested with the buy-in anyway. So that's my first Christmas planning idea. What do you have?
Wow. What I have is have a brainstorming session with your community, with your council, just some peeps in the congregation, and ask a few people for like 1 hour of their time, and it doesn't have to be like a weekly thing or anything. But just keep a list of what the ideas they come up with. Brainstorming is just when you get a lot of people together and they start talking about ideas, just one person feeds off another, just like we're doing here, and you end up with a list of ideas for Christmas or for even any other season.
Now, is this Santa's list or another list?
This is the good list.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so brainstorming. Take notes. Keep it on file. What you got?
Number 3 is a throwback to one we've talked about last year, which now that we're talking about last year, I'll link up those ideas that we came up with in 2020 for Advent and Christmas, because maybe you didn't see that video and you would love more ideas. But in online choir, you've probably heard of this by now, either videotaping, either putting together videos of people that record their sessions separately, like we've seen so many times, or like maybe at this point you're together with your band and then you just film people singing together, which is great. And then making that available for people online. I guess if you're in person, like having a choir that can safely sing is great too. But if people are not coming in person, to make something available digitally. And Michelle, we talked about like encouraging people last time to, like, even if you don't do this every week, make it a special thing for Christmas or Advent, and maybe drop some money to have someone put that video together if that's not something that people love. So I think that's a good oldie but goodie to like keep bringing back, because people love that music, that Christmas jams.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Throwing it to you.
All right. So what do we love more than music at Christmas time? Cookies.
Chocolate. Yeah.
Cookies, chocolate, chocolate cookies, even better. So you can have a Christmas cookie bake-off, and you can incorporate this online as well. So you have a bunch of people just baking their cookies, drop them off at church or your community center, and then at a certain time have your committee or your judges do the taste testing right online, or at least do the reveal of the bet, first, second, third, if you want to get down to that, or just kind of have more fun categories like best traditional cookie, best creative cookie, best chocolate cookie. So yeah, So we can do that. And that might collect a lot of cookies. So that's okay. You can donate the rest to a local food pantry or families in need in your community.
Yeah, never too many cookies.
Nope. And you know what goes well with cookies?
What?
Hot chocolate.
Hey, that's my idea. You can't take it.
I'm segueing.
Oh, you're segueing. Okay. Well, anyway, let me tell you about hot chocolate. So, hot chocolate, always a goodie. I love this idea in person and online, honestly. Well, I honestly just love hot chocolate, so this works. But if you're in person, what a better way to just like gather together after worship or after an event than just saying, you know, we're committing to being here for an extra half an hour, an extra hour. And there will be hot chocolate freely, widely available. It's not that much money. If, you know, money's a concern, get an action team from Thriven or another organization that sponsors opportunities for communities to connect better. But hot chocolate. And then if you're online, like let's say you're worshiping online, you want to make that opportunity available for people, I think you could make little packets, make them available, like you said, at the community center to pick up. Instead of dropping off cookies, you're picking up hot chocolate, or maybe you're dropping off cookies and you're picking up hot chocolate. And then taking it home and just all having it at the same time while you're warm at home in your Christmas sweaters. Which Michelle said let's get cracking. She said we should wear these.
Pretty cool, actually.
And then she didn't wear hers, so
No,
I'm a little bitter. But you could wear a Christmas sweater while you drink your hot chocolate.
Drink your hot chocolate. And you know what else you can do with that hot chocolate? It will warm you up when you go caroling.
Segue!
In your developments, to your older folks, maybe to a retirement home. Get a couple caravans of cars and just pile on in there. Get your hot chocolate and thermoses and just go a caroling, because that's nothing's gonna get you in the Christmas spirit like driving around with hot chocolate and seeing the lights and spreading some Christmas cheer. And you don't even have to sing well. You just have to know how to drink hot chocolate.
Oh, I can do that for sure.
Cool.
For sure. This next idea that I had, I was researching ideas for Christmas. Christmas ideas for churches. Is anybody doing anything novel? Like, what is out there? What's being done? And I was coming across a lot of YouTube videos by teachers who were trying to connect their students during the pandemic. So a lot of teachers doing like virtual Christmas activities, and virtual Christmas games, and now our next idea, online Christmas parties. Like, cool. What else could you do last year? And so if you just Google or YouTube actually, and maybe we can link some good videos in the description below as well, but there are tons of games out there, tons of activities out there. I mean, I was like, wow, these are great. One of them was to mute yourself on Zoom and then sing a Christmas song with whoever you're with, and then everybody has to guess what you're singing. So like nobody hears what you're singing because so they don't have to worry about that, but you can still sing. That was so cute.
Neat.
What was another one? They were trying different treats, so everyone got sent the same like weird Christmas treat, maybe like different Christmas candies or cookies that they found at the store, and someone made a baggie for each person, and then they would all try them at the same time and like try to guess what they were. I was like, that's so fun.
Like fruitcake?
Yeah, it could be fruitcake, and then you're not sure what you're getting into, but you're eating it. And last one I want to share is the Pictionary Christmas song version. Was like using the whiteboard feature of Zoom, and it was like you had to draw the thing, and then people had to guess or think of a Christmas song that had that image in it. So if it was a reindeer that you're trying to draw, they then have to like start singing the reindeer song, a song with reindeer in it or something like that. So it was like this very intricate way of doing Christmas Pictionary. But
cool.
Yeah. So if you are interested in an online Christmas party, there's a lot out there on YouTube. You could stream a Christmas movie afterward, right through Zoom, or watch one at the same time. And of course, enjoy the hot cocoa and cookies that you already have from earlier experiences.
And maybe throw some Christmas movie trivia in there too
Is that your next
extra.
one?
No, I just.
Oh, you're just off the cuff. And wear your
Yeah.
Christmas sweaters so
Wear
that
your
Sammy
Christmas
doesn't get mad
sweaters.
at you.
Yes.
Only bitter. Only bitter.
Along the same lines as being online together and doing an activity, you can make some Christmas crafts as a group
Ooh, that
at the
is a
same
good idea.
time. And it's cool if you like make two of the same thing. You had one on your tree at home, and then maybe had one on your tree at church, at your community center, or give it to a family member. So you kind of have that little connection. So a Zoom Christmas craft.
That's cute. I like it. I love Christmas. I'm so excited. It's November here, just so you know, people watching this. We're not quite there yet. It's lingering in, but not quite there. My next idea is related to this dog. Kind of. That's not his nose, by the way. That's my chair. I'm trying to make that. There you go. Yay! Anyway, photo booth or background. So if you're in person, make a low-key photo booth. People love taking selfies, taking pictures. You can put some text up there, go to your local craft store, all you need is like wrapping paper, really. Put wrapping paper on the wall, put something up there so people can take pictures, encourage them to take pictures, or put someone there to help take their picture. To remember, a lot of people anyway, like either get dressed up or get dressed down in PJs for Christmas, so you're usually in something that you wouldn't mind your photo taken in if you're okay with photos. And so it's a good opportunity for that in person or online, just like we have these fun backgrounds. Maybe you make some for people to use on your online Christmas party, or you invite people to make their own somehow. And that's my next one. That's it for that one.
That's cool. Invite people to make their own, give their
Yes.
own flair.
Yes.
Make it personal. Cool. Another one, well, I think this is my favorite one actually.
Ooh.
If your little town community is having a tree lighting ceremony, it's just any kind of a tree lighting thing, go to this tree lighting, stream it live
Ooh,
on your church Facebook account.
nice.
And a good idea would be to advertise it in a way, or just kind of give people a heads up that you're going to be doing this,
Yeah.
that they're going to be going live, and then just be there and just like give it a pan around and try to get the music, if there's music, and get that 10, 9, 8, 7, the vibe. And I think that would be really cool.
I love a good live. Like when you can't get somewhere and you're like, oh, I'll just check in for a couple minutes and see what's going on. It's like, even like the shaky lives where people are just like, like we're doing this over here, now we're over here. Like, I don't even care. It's just cool to be there, digitally.
Right? Yeah.
That's fun. Good. Love it. All right, so I only have 2 more here, and my next one is to have a community Christmas dinner. So maybe this is for your ministry, your church, whatever it is. Maybe it's wider and there's other people invited. Not specifically on Christmas when a lot of people are, busy, but maybe sometime in the month of December. And I'm going to pull in an Advent suggestion that we made a couple weeks ago for people for Advent. We encourage people to put like their favorite Christmas songs in a playlist for Spotify, so you can have everybody add their favorite Christmas songs. So at your Christmas dinner, when you're all just like sitting around just eating, it's not a party, there's not necessarily games, but you're eating together, you're family time, play that Christmas playlist. And if it's an online thing, it's an online thing, but you can still have that music available for people to put them in the spirit and make them feel like they're a part of something bigger.
Cool.
What you got next?
Post like on your Facebook, fruitcake, yes or no? Has anybody ever ate fruitcake? I've never.
That's a good one. I have eaten it, or at least I've received it. I think I ate it.
Or just like what's your favorite thing to do with fruitcake, or what kind of recipes do you
That's a good
make?
conversation
Do you
starter.
slice it up and toast it, put butter on it? That might be kind of appealing. I don't know. And then last year, I personally had eggnog for the first time in many years, and so I went to different supermarkets and bought different kinds of eggnog to try it all out.
That's
to
cool.
find a favorite.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was very different from each place. Very interesting.
I might I've never had eggnog. I might need to try that, and I might get you a fruitcake for Christmas.
Oh, thank you.
No, ironically, it'll be fun. All right, I guess that means we have one more then. And this idea is to have a Christmas Eve gathering. Maybe it's a worship service. If the idea of having another worship service stresses you out because you have so many already, maybe that means you get rid of a different one in favor of this one. Try that for a year and see how it goes. Or maybe you get rid of something else. I don't know. Or maybe make this your Christmas party night. But the idea of like a Christmas Eve, maybe people are worshiping elsewhere or they're with family on Christmas Eve. Honestly, we have family come visit on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and so it's not super convenient always to go to worship somewhere when you don't see them any other times of the year. And so this is another opportunity for people to get together, and maybe it's an easy service, don't stress yourself out. Communion, candlelight, low-key, just another option for people to gather and worship that Christmas week. Not necessarily Christmas, not necessarily Christmas Eve, but Christmas Eve. Did I say that right?
Christmas Eve. Yep. Christmas Eve squared.
I think that's it, right?
I think that's it.
Fantastic.
We got music, we got hot chocolate, we got cookies, we got parties.
I'm in the spirit.
Crafts.
I'm in the spirit.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. All right, well, let us know below if you are going to try any of these or if you've tried anything new, because we always want to hear ideas and year after year kind of build up what we can share with people. So let us know what's worked for you and what you're trying, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I haven't said that yet this year. That's it for today. If you've learned something, let us know. And we brought the knowledge, so put it into action. And the peace of Christmas, Jesus.
Peace.